All right, on a new septic job today. I've got all my flags laid out here for where my lateral lines are gonna go. I laid that out a couple weeks ago and went and got my permit from the county health department. So this field is getting 328 linear foot of 3-foot chambers. Turn over here. That's where the tank is gonna go. I had 4 flags there, but that's the tank spot. This is what it's going to for the moment. That's a pole barn that has a bathroom in it and things like that. But what they did was they built this pole barn and put a bathroom in it, and they're gonna live in this for a period of time while they sold their old house, and then they got the money from their old house and they're getting ready to build a new house right there, kind of where that pile is, in a year or two. So I thought that was a pretty good idea. You know, you can spend 40 or 50 grand, whatever it takes for a pole barn, kind of out of pocket, and then sell your old house, and then that gives you money to build your new house. So anyway, this tank will be installed kind of in the middle of the two, so it can service the pole barn first, and then later when that house gets built, it can tie into this tank as well. And they designed this whole system for the 4-bedroom house that they're gonna have in the future. So let's get started. I got my laser set up there. It's just set to level, and I have iDig installed on the excavator. So these chambers are getting installed 24-inch depth, or 2 foot. So I'm gonna come right here, dig down 2 foot, and carry that grade all the way around those flags. And these lines get installed on contour. So I already came out and shot this line with my rod, and that line right there is flat going around the outside of this convex hill. All right, so I thought I'd show how I am doing this setup here. I'm on a hill this way, so that's why I'm sitting perpendicular to the trench, so I can level up with my blade over there. So you look at this screen and it shows that the bucket is tilted at an angle there. So you can also look on here, this LED screen, and as I lift up with the blade, it's gonna get me looking flat on the screen there. And you can see it actually switched to measuring in the middle instead of the corner, because now I'm flat. So then the next thing I do is I need to catch the laser. So the laser is out there spinning, and the catch is on the boom here. So you can go down here and you hit this button, and now it says looking for laser, no laser. Well, I'm just booming down until it shows green. Oh, laser. And it counts down 3, 2, 1. Boom, now I'm good to go. So now it's saying my teeth are 4 foot 5 5/8 inches off the bottom of the trench. So now I just get back to digging. As you get closer, this LED light bar will start showing you're close. When it gets down to the green, that means you're on grade there. Can that laser get wet?
I think so, just... Alright.
Like it? I don't know yet, they pour the top one's flat. All right, you might have seen we hit a little rain there, but got it all backfilled, got it mounded up around the tank, and left the lines mounded up a little bit to settle down. We had 174 foot on the first line and 154 foot on the second line for a total of 328. 1,500 gallon concrete tank, and this was about 80 feet or so of 4-inch scheduled 40, the plumbing pipe. Now, I don't normally do the plumbing from the house to the septic. That's usually a plumber's job, and they have different requirements. But the guy who owns this place has 10 acres here, and so he filed for a farm exemption. And what that does is that gives basically a free pass to do whatever you want on your property as if it were a farm. So he did not have to have this inspected. So really we could have done whatever we wanted. But he did get the information from the plumbing inspector, because that's where he had to go to get that home farm exemption. And so he gave me all the specs that had the scheduled 40 pipe, the max slope. It had to be between 1% and 2% slope. So whereas septic piping, it just needs to have fall, and you know, it can be really steep or it can be almost flat but still have fall. Plumbing pipe has to be between 1% and 2%, which is an 1/8 inch per foot or a 1/4 inch per foot. So we had to dig this on grade and then lay the rock on grade and then set the pipe on it. So it was a little bit more involved. And also, you saw up there up front, we did like a steep drop down, and I can show a picture of that as well. But we dropped down like 30 inches or so and then ran out this way at that 1.5%. Actually, I had my laser set at like 1.15%. But that was 245s to make what they call a step down, and then you go at that 1% to 2%. Otherwise, if this was septic piping, I could have just ran from the house down at a, you know, whatever percent is required to make it into the tank. It might have been 3, 4, 5, 6%, but that's not allowed with plumbing. So a little lesson there. And otherwise, all the inspections went good. Everything was well within spec, tolerance, flat, smooth. And tank set in there nice and level. We had a basically perfect bottom hole. And that's a wrap for this job. Appreciate you guys watching. Thank you.